The factors affecting increasing and decreasing demand are change in fashion, change in taste, change in population, income of people, availability of substitute goods, advertisement, technical progress, change in real income. Change in fashion. First of all, change in fashion. Demand for a goods or a commodity is highly dependent upon the existing fashion. When certain goods go out of fashion, people do not like to purchase them. Demand for such goods decreases. Next factor is that is change in taste. This is an important factor which determines the demand for a goods. That is a taste and preference of a consumers. A goods for which consumer taste and preferences are greater, its demand could be large, otherwise its demand decreases. Next is that is a change in population. Increase in size of population naturally leads to increase in demand for goods and services. Decrease in size of population leads to decrease in demand. Income of the people. Income is also one of the important factor which determines the demand for the product. The demand for goods depends upon the income level of the people. Create the income greater will be the demand lesser. The income less will be the demand. Availability of substitutes. If the substitutes are available in larger number, then the demand for the commodity falls. When its substitutes become cheap, if there are more substitute for a commodity, then the demand for it does not fall even if its price increases. Availability of complementing goods. Complementing goods are those goods which are demanded together. Advertisements are made by a firm to increase the sale of that particular product. Advertisements are repeated several times so that consumers are convinced about superior quality, which helps to increase the demand for a product. Technical progress. The introduction of new product in the market as a result of invention and discovery also affects the demand. The demand for old goods will be go down and demand for a new product will increases by technical progress. Change in real income. An increase in real income leads to a greater demand for the commodity. It means people purchase more and more commodities with large real income. Similarly, decrease in real income leads to decrease in demand. Types of demands. There are different types of demands such as a joint demand, direct and derived demand, composite demand and competitive demand. So first of all, that is a joint demand. When a product jointly demanded with some other product, we call it joint demand. It exists when two or more goods are required at the same time. It exists when two or more goods are required at the same time. Direct and derived demand. Demand for the final product or the ultimate objective is called derived demand. Whereas there is a derived demand for one commodity or service, when it wanted as a result of the demand for another commodity or services is called direct and derived demand. Composite demand. It is a total demand for a commodity which will rise when it required for a different purpose and will be sum of the different demand. Will be the sum of the different demand. Today our class is factors affecting the demand. Factors affecting the demand means that is the demand determinant factors. That is the factors which affect the demand for the product are called as a demand determinant factors. There are factors on which the demand for a commodity depends. These factors are economic, social as well as political factors. The effect of all the factors on the demanded for the commodity is called demand function. The demand determinant factors are called as a demand function because the demand function means that is a functioning of demand as a increasing in demand or decreasing in demand is depending upon these all factors. So this is called as a demand function. So now we will discuss about that is what are the factors and how they are affect the demand for the product. That is the first factor is that is the price of the product. The price of the product also determine the demand for the product. This is the most important factor which affect the demand for a product is the price of the product. The amount of a commodity demanded at a particular price is more properly called price demand. This tells about the relationship between price and demand. This is also called as a law of demand because it tells about the relationship between price and demand. It is not only the existing price but also the expected changes in price also affected, which affect the demand. The price of the commodity means that is if the product price increases, the customer purchases very less goods. That means by increasing in price, the demand for the product decreases, and by decreasing in price, the demand for the product increases. So that is a relationship between price of the product and the demand for a product. Next of all, that is the income of the consumer. That is a consumer income also determines the demand for the product. This is the second most important factor influencing demand is customer income. In fact, we can establish a relationship between the consumer income and the demand at different levels of income, price and other things remaining same. The demand for a normal commodity goes up when income rises and falls down when income falls. But in case of given goods, the relationship is completely different. What are the given goods? Given goods means that is some type of the goods that is the they are not depending upon the demand of the given goods is not depending upon the consumer income. So the given goods topic is we will discuss in the next class. So first that is the income of the consumer. Customer income is also determine the demand for the product. If the customer have more money or the customer income is very high, automatically he is ready to purchase more and more goods. If the income or if the customer have very less money, so automatically he purchase very less goods. At the present situations, that is if we take about the corona, that is the corona lockdown situations. In these situations, that is the customer or the public have very less money, so that is the demand for the products decreases. Otherwise, that is the demand for the product increases. Next factor is that is the price of related goods. The demand for a commodity is also affected by the changes in price of the related goods. Related goods means that is there are two types of related goods which affect, that is the price, that is not only the price of our product, our goods, that is the price of related goods also determines the demand for our product. So the price of related goods are substitute goods and complementary goods. So these are the two types of goods that is which affect the demand for the product. First of all, we will discuss about substitute goods. Substitute means which can replace each other in use. For example, tea and coffee. Tea is the best substitute for coffee and coffee is the best substitute for tea. That means alternate. If the alternate is available, the demand for the product is different. That means if in cold situation or in rainy situations, that is every customer is ready to take a hot drink like as a that is a tea or coffee, that is the hot. If any product which he have hot, so he is expected that is to take that type of the product in a rainy situations. For example, tea or coffee. If the tea price is high, so the customer prefer to take coffee. If the coffee price is high, the customer prefers to take tea. That means that is the increasing in tea price gives demand for the coffee, or the increasing in coffee price gives a demand to tea. So substitutes are the change in price of a substitute has effect on a commodity's demand. In the same direction in which price changes, the rise in price of coffee shall raises the demand for tea. Next type of the related goods is a complementary goods. The are complementary goods are those which are jointly demanded, such as a pen and ink. Complementary goods means that is the they are this is called as a joint demand. For example, pen and ink, sweet and sugar. If the in such if we take as a sweet and sugar, in sweet and sugar, if the demand for sugar increases, automatically the demand for the sweet increases. And in the same situations, that is, if the sugar price increases, the demand for the sweet decreases. Depending upon the price of the sugar, the demand for the sweet changes. So these goods are called as jointly demanded goods or complementary goods. That is the by the demand of one goods effects on demand of another good, or the changes in price of one goods which affect the demand of another goods, those are called as a complementary goods. Such cases, complementary goods have opposite relationship between price of one commodity and the amount demanded for the other. If the price of pens goes up, their demand is less, as a result of which the demand for ink is also less. The price and demand go in opposite direction. The effect of changes in price of commodity on amounts demanded of related commodities is called as a cross demand. Next, that is the next factor is that is a taste of the consumer. This is called as a taste and preference of the consumer. If the consumer taste and preference also determines the demand for the product, the amount demanded also depend upon consumer taste. If the company produces the product which is suitable to the taste and preference of the consumer, automatically the product demand increases. If the company produces the product which is not suitable to the customer's taste and preference, so the demand for the product decreases. The amount demanded also depends on consumer taste. Taste includes, that means, a fashion, habit, customs, etc. A consumer taste is also affected by advertisement. If the taste for a commodity goes up, its amount demanded is more even at the same price. This is called increase in demand. The opposite is called decrease in demand. In this, the taste and preference, that is advertisement, is also one of the factor. If the advertisement price increases, the demand for the product also increases. Advertisement price means that is the if the company gives more and more advertisements, like as a ads in papers, ads in TVs. So that is if the in any TV program, that is the more advertisement is used about our product, display about our product, automatically that is it called that the customer concentrated upon our product. That means the increasing in advertisement cost increases the demand for the product. If the advertisement cost decreases, the demand for the product also decreases. Next one is that is the next determinant factor is wealth. The amount demanded for a commodity is also affected by the amount of wealth as well as its distribution. The wealth as well as its distribution, that is the demand for a commodity depends upon wealth and its distribution. The wealthier are the people, higher is the demand for normal commodities. If wealth is more equally distributed, the demand for necessaries and comforts is more. On the other hand, if some people are rich while the majorities are poor, the demand for luxuries is generally higher. That is the distribution of amount, and the distribution of wealth is also one of the determinant factor for a demand. That means if the population containing the more population contain, that is the more equally distributed peoples, that means the wealthy higher is the demand for normal commodities. That means if the population contains very rich people, that is the demand for luxury goods increases. If the population if the population contains the poor people and as well as the middle class peoples, that is the demand for necessary goods and comfort goods increases. The goods are of three types, that is the luxury goods, comfort goods and necessity goods. The necessity goods demand increases when the population contains the very poor people, and then under the remaining the comfort and luxury goods. Comfort goods demand increases, that is if the population contains the middle class peoples, and the luxury goods demand increases, that is if the population containing very rich people. So depending upon this, that is the wealth distribution, the demand for the product changes. Next determinant factor is, that is the population. Increase in population increases demand for necessities of life. The composition of population also affects demand. Composition of population means the proportion of young and old and children as well as the ratio of men to women. A change in composition of population has an effect on the nature of demand for different commodities. That is a populations. That is a particular area containing more population, so automatically the demand in that particular area increases. The population is very less, that is the demand for the particular area decreases. And the next if we considered about, that is the sex, that means gender, men or women. If our company produces the goods which are suitable or which are comfortable for women, so automatically if the population have more population, that is the population occupies more number as a woman, the demand for the product increases, otherwise the demand for the product decreases. For example, that is in a boys hostel, that is if the women's goods are purchases in a boys hostel, the demand for the product decreases. And at the same time, that is the distribution of population, such as old people's, young and children's. If the product is suitable to senior citizens, if the population containing very less senior citizens, so the demand for the product decreases. Or if the company produces the goods which are suitable to the kids, if the kids population is very less, the demand for the product also decreases. So that is the population also determines the demand for the product. Next of all, government policies. Government policies also affects the demand for product through taxation. So government policies means, that is the policies, the government changes some type of its policies, such as charging the taxes, that is the tax rates, and next of all, that is providing subsidies and providing different type of licenses. So these are also depends upon the government policies. Government policy affects the demand for commodity through taxation. Taxing a commodity increases its price and the demand goes down. Similarly, financial help from the government increases the demand for a commodity while lowering its price. For example, that is if the government charges very less tax upon a particular product, so automatically the demand for the product increases because of decreasing in price. And if the government charges very high tax upon a particular industries, so automatically the demand for the product decreases, because that is by charging highest price upon a particular industry, the product price increases and the demand for the product decreases. Next of all, that is expectations regarding the future. That is future expectations, that is a customer's future expectations, that is if the customer expected about the future price, future income, so these all expectations determines the demand for the product. That means if the customer expected changes in price of commodity in future, that is if the customer expected that is in future particular product price increases or decreases, it affects on the future, it affects on the present demand. For example, if the customer expected that is in future the price of the electronic goods increases, so automatically he is ready to purchase more and more goods at present. Or if the customer expected that is in future electronic goods price increases, if the customer expected that is the electronic goods price increases in future, so at present the demand increases. If the customer expected that is electronic goods price decreases in future, so at present the demand for the electronic goods increases. That means the future expectations in price determines the demand at present. And at the same time, that is the income also, future expectations about a income also determines the demand. If the customer expected their incomes to rise in the near future, the demand for the product increases. Or if the customer expected their income decreases in the near future, so the demand for the product decreases. That is the relationship between future income and future income and present demand is future income increases, present demand increases. So the expectations about the future income is also one of the determinant factor to the demand. If the customer expected that is the his income increases in future, at present he purchases more and more goods. And if the customer expected that is the income decreases in near future, so he purchases very less goods at present. So the next factor is the climate and weather. Climatic conditions and weather in a particular area also determine the demand for a product. The climate of an area and the weather prevailing there has a decisive effect on consumers' demand. In cold areas, woolen cloth is demanded. During hot summer days, ice is very much in demand. On a rainy day, ice cream is not so much demanded. That means the climate and weather. That means if you take as a umbrella, sales is very high in rainy seasons, and woolen cloths demand increases in winter. And the summer, that is the cotton cloths demand is, and the cool drinks, ice creams, that type of the cool items demand increases in summer. And if you take as a next situation, that is depending upon the area. That is in some areas, that is in some countries, the climate is very cool. In that cool countries, the demand for woolen increases and the demand for cotton cloth decreases. And in hot areas, the demand for cotton cloth increases and the demand for woolen cloth, the demand for cotton cloth increases and the demand for woolen cloth decreases. That means that depending upon the climate and weather conditions also determine the demand for a product. Next demand determinant factor is state of business. The level of demand for different commodities also depend upon the business conditions in the country. If the country is passing through boom conditions, there will be a marked increase in demand. If the country is in a boom conditions in a state of business, so that means the country have in very high income situations, the demand for the product increases. On the other hand, the level of demand goes down during depression. That means the business in a particular state is very less. So in this situation, that is in a depression conditions, the demand for the goods decreases. That means depending upon the state of business, that is the public containing the income, that is the public income increases in a boom conditions, and then in depression conditions, that is the income of a public is very less. So depending upon this state of business, the demand for the product changes. So these are all the different demand determinant factors which affects the demand for a product. So not only these all factors, that is a different other factors also affect the demand for the product. Other factors means that is the age group of the customer, and next gender of the customer, fashions, trends, changing fashions and changing trends. So the fashions and trends. So for example, if you take the example for fashion and trends, that is if you take as a HMT watches. So HMT watches are the one of the quality product and a very less price product in our country. But at present these watches are disappear because they are not maintaining the trend. That means the trends fashions are changing, but they are produced. So the these are all the demand determinant factors. So the demand determinant factors are the like as a price of the product, income of the consumer, substitute or complementary goods, taste and preference of the consumer, future expectations about price, future expectations about income, size of the populations, geographic area, advertising and other factors. So advertising and other factors also determines the demand for the product. So this is called as a quantity demand. QD is a function of these all factors. That is a quantity demand. QD is a function of these all factors. These all factors are price, income, substitute or complementary goods, taste and preference of the consumer, expectations about future price, expectations about future income, size of the population, geographic area, advertising efforts and other factors. So this is called as a demand function. That is a quantity demand. QD is a function of these all factors.